You said you probably answered this anyway, but it's worth touching on again. Do you guys and gals agree that natural selection actually attributes intelligent design to the process? I mean, if it were truly random, everything should have died before we even got here.
If it was truly random, we should have never got here in the first place.
That's right.
Ultimately, it can never be truly random in its greatest sense because the universe is governed by laws, right? Laws of physics. And the world that we live in is governed by laws of physics. And so the reality is you then have to explain in a truly random universe, where did these laws come from? Because God is a God of law and order. So even natural selection still has to adhere to the laws of physics, things like gravity, right? You can't jump off a cliff and survive by floating away. It's just not going to happen, right? You're going to fall down and die. So even things like natural selection is never truly random because it's governed by laws that God put in place at the beginning.
Yeah, I like an example John gave to me, because I don't know that you would say that an intelligent designer has necessarily driven things like mutations and gene losses and so on. But John's given an example before. If you've got like a flying boat that can take off as well on the ground, so if it loses the wheels, well, technically it can still fly and still float. Now, if you have the wings ripped off, well, it can still float and it can still function as something that floats. But if you put a big hole in the side, then it sinks and it's gone. All right. There's a limit as to what you can lose for it. Yeah, this is a non-living example, but for it to be anything, right? So it goes down, 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 and then that's it. So I don't think it's an intelligent designer necessarily involved in any of those steps.